Hello and welcome to our new lesson from the vocabulary book, Unit 1. Why bear sleeps so much? Why bear sleeps so much? This is the title of the first passage in the book, and it is a Russian folk tale. You can listen to this passage at vocabularyworkshop.com. So what is a folk tale? A folk tale is a story originating in popular culture, typically passed on by word of mouth. It means that it is not a story that is written or printed. It is a story that people tell to each other from one generation to another. It's like these folk tale or tall tales, Paul Bunyan and Thunder Rose. These are some questions to help you focus while you read the passage. You should read the passage now. You can pause the video and answer these questions. For example, what was the serious problems the animals faced? At the beginning of the passage or the story, you're going to read about the problems that the animals face in the forest. What are they? Try to underline them. What did bear cause to the animals' homes, hives, and tunnels? Number 3. Write a list of the animal characters in the story. Who are the animal characters in this story? And what was Rat's idea? This is in the opposite page. You're going to find what is the suggestion that the rat had to solve the problem with the bear. And how did Eagle solve the problem at the end? You can pause the video and read the passage. Try to find the answers to these questions. These are only to help you focus while you read. The vocabulary words. The first word is blunder. Blunder could be used as both verb and noun. When it is a verb, it means to make a foolish or careless mistake, to move clumsily and carelessly. So the example is, I saw the hiker is the person in the picture, I saw the hiker blunder through the woods. So I saw him move clumsily and carelessly in the woods. When blunder is a noun, it means a serious or thoughtless mistake. I was terribly embarrassed by my blunder. I made a terrible mistake. A terrible mistake means a blunder. Cancel, which is a verb, it means to call off. Call off means to cancel, do away with, cross out from your list. Okay, something you delete. Maybe the example is, maybe the principal will cancel classes if it continues to snow, as you see in the picture. Continuous, which is an adjective, and it means going on without a stop or break. Continuous, something that is going on and on and on. Okay, continuous TV coverage began shortly after news of the disaster broke, like breaking news. You watch when there is a disaster that happened in the world, and then you go to the news channels and keep watching continuous coverage of what happened. Okay. Distribute, which is a verb, means to give out in shares, to give out, to scatter, to spread. For the example is, our class will distribute leaflets, small papers, announcing the school's fundraising drive. Distribute, scatter, spread, or give out. Document. Document is a noun. When it is a noun, it means a written or printed record that gives information or proof. Gives information or proof. A written record. And the example is the librarian found the old document inside a book. What if document is used as a verb and it means to give written or printed proof, to support with evidence. Support with evidence. And the example is writers often document their sources. Document their sources means they write down their sources. Write down. Okay? So document, when it is a verb, it means write down. Support with an evidence. And fragile is an adjective, and the meaning is easily broken or damaged. Sometimes when we buy things that could be broken easily, we'll find this word printed on the outside of the box, fragile. And the example, the fragile antique was damaged during transit. Antique is something that is valuable and old. Myth. Myth is a noun and it means an old story that explains why something is or how it came to be, something imaginary. So it is a story, an imaginary story that explains something which in a way that is not scientific or factual. The example is the play is based on an ancient Greek myth. Ancient Greek myth, ancient Greek stories that are not true. Reject, which is a verb, and it means to refuse. Refuse to accept, refuse to agree, refuse to believe, refuse to use. This is the meaning of reject. Why do you reject the offer? Means I will not accept it. Scuffle, which is a verb, it means to fight or struggle closely with. Scuffle with your sibling. It's wrong to scuffle with your siblings. Okay. A witness saw the two men scuffle in an alley. Means to fight. Scuffle, when it is a noun, the meaning is fight or struggle. A fight or a struggle. The example is police officers were called in to break up the scuffle. When there was a fight in the street, they called the police officers to break up this scuffle. Solitary. Solitary is an adjective and it means living or being alone, lonely, being the only one. The example is the old man led a solitary life. Means he was all alone. Temporary, which is an adjective. Temporary means something lasting or used for a limited span of time. Lasting or used for a limited time. Temporary, like the temporary files that you will have on your laptop or your phone and you need to delete. A blow to the head can cause a temporary loss of memory. Veteran, which is a noun. Veteran means a former member of the armed forces, an experienced person. So a veteran could refer to a member of the armed forces, like you see in the picture, or an experienced person in anything, in art, in writing, in math, or whatever. Okay, so and the example is the army veteran listened attentively. Veteran, which is an adjective, would mean having much experience in some job or field. So I can say that the actress will play a veteran reporter, means an experienced reporter. And this is the end of our lesson. Please study well the words and their meanings. Thanks, and if you have any questions, post them in the discussion room. Thank you.